Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you again for another album review tonight. Sorry about the background noise, that's my sister's dog barking. I don't know why. But yeah, this is for Shawn Mendes' new record, his self titled, I guess, titled Shawn, I believe his album's name is. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this 12 track record, which is like a 31 minute record, and let you know my thoughts on this record overall. So let's dive into this album review. Now it starts with Who I Am. Starts off weird, but in a good way. It's just mostly acoustic work. And it's really nice of a song. So I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5. It's a good song. It's structured alright for how it was. But overall, for how it sounds, this is probably a good song for what it is. So 4.5 out of 5. Why actually starts off pretty well. It starts off hit or miss technically, but then it picks up as you progress through the track, and the harmony and the guitar work and the melody and all that sounds pretty good for how it's structured. So 4.75 out of 5. That's the Dream is a pretty good song in its own way. I do dig how Shawn Mendes is singing it vocally. So there is a little story that I read behind why he canceled the Wonder Tour, because basically Camila Cabello broke his heart and they split up, and then he just canceled it, the whole world tour, because of the fact that his mental health was messed up because of the breakup and everything, and he just needed to unwind for the next few years and come out with. I'm not saying that in a joking way, because I know mental health is a serious struggle that some people go through. Pretty much everyone goes through. And if you are struggling with mental health or suicidal thoughts, definitely call the suicide hotline. They can help at 988 or wherever. They've helped me, and I recommend it. But overall, That's the Dream is a 4.75 out of 5. I do dig this track for how it sounds, and Shawn Mendes' vocals are pretty good. Nobody Knows was a pretty good song in its own way. It's going to get a 4.75 out of 5 as well. I do dig how Shawn Mendes is singing it, and just the melody is sounding pretty nice. So, good track. Isn't That Enough is a pretty good one too. I wasn't sure if I was going to like this one or not, with how it was sounding melody wise, but structurally it did very well and held up pretty well. So this is a 4.75 out of 5. Even Shawn Mendes' vocals sound pretty nice and angelic in this. Heart of Gold is a pretty good song too in its own way. I'd give it a 4.75 out of 5. The melody's catchy with the acoustic guitar work and all that. So this track does work for what it's going for. Face value, it did pretty well. So 4.75 out of 5. Heavy is the next song, and that's the 7th song on the record. Has a nice melody to it. It's got a lot of rhythm to it as well. And Shawn Mendes singing it sounds pretty strong. There's a lot of choir backing vocals in this track that sound pretty strong execution wise. So I'd give this a 4.75 out of 5. That'll Be the Day was one of the two short songs on this record. So I'd give it a 4.75 out of 5. Not terrible, but there were some moments where I wasn't sure if I was going to like it with how it was sounding overall. But it progressed through the rest of the track and it performed alright and held up. So 4.75 out of 5. In Between is a good song in its own way. Not one of my favorites as well as Who I Am, but still not bad. So 4.5 out of 5 for this one as well. The Mountain is a nice track for how it sounds. And Shawn Mendes makes it work with his vocals. So really digging this one as the 10th song on the record, and pretty much 4.75 out of 5. The melody sounds nice. The overall atmosphere with how he's introducing this track sounds pretty interesting. So really digging it. 4.75 out of 5. Rolling Right Along is a pretty good song too. Nice melody, pretty short too for how it is. Most of these tracks are very short except for the last song. Um, but overall, I think they hold up. So basically a 4.75 out of 5 for Rolling Right Along. Sounds really good for how it is. Hallelujah. This one is a cover track of an older Hallelujah song from the Leonard guy or whatever his name is. You might have to remind me what his last name is in the comment section, but it is a cover song of a famous Christmas track, Hallelujah. Technically is kind of, I don't know if you call this a Christmas track or not, but it does sound nice for how it is with Shawn Mendes' version. And I think he tweaked in some lyrics with how he was feeling throughout the whole breakup and all that. So he kind of expressed what he was going through after the Wonder Tour was canceled and how he felt after Camila Cabello broke up with him. Which, keep in mind, her new album sucked. So I think this album's a lot better than hers. I can tell you that by a long shot. So basically, with Hallelujah, there were some words thrown in, different lyric writing in this one, but it actually stayed afloat. The song sounded nice for the harmony, and it made it sound like the original, but melody-wise. Not lyric-wise, but melody-wise. So 4.75 out of 5. It's strong, a little bit of lyricism tweaked in, but it does sound nice and holds up pretty well. So overall, production, mixing, and execution-wise, I think this is Shawn Mendes at his best. It's a good record. I wouldn't say it's something I would... Well, it is something I'd come back to quite often. Because he's showing a lot of vulnerability in this record with how he's going through, what the mindset he's going through as of making this record, and how the breakup really tore him to pieces and all that. And I don't blame him. Getting dumped like that sucks. Getting dumped in general sucks. But unfortunately, heartbreak is part of life, but you always find new love and a new flame after a while. But basically, with what I listened to, I think Shawn Mendes' new record was a good record, and I did enjoy this album. And personally, I wish nothing but the best for this artist because he's very talented and deserves a lot more recognition. So he gets a lot of recognition, but still a lot more would be something that I hope some fans would try to get into and discover this artist and see what they think of him. Because I got into this artist in 2020 with the Wonder album. And yeah, after that he kind of fell off the face of the earth for a few years, which I can understand why. Because the breakup really tore him, really destroyed him, unfortunately. But that's the unfortunate part of life, having to go through heartbreak, and then you have to keep searching for love again. So basically, 8 out of 10 for Shawn Mendes, Shawn, his new album. It's a good record. I recommend you guys check this out. for the November 15th release. It's worth listening to, and I dug this record for how it sounded. It's really nice acoustic stuff, so you're not in for a long record. You're in for like 30 minutes or so for this record, so a half hour. But it is worth listening to for the half hour. And 8 out of 10 for Shawn Mendes, Shawn, for his new album. I hope you enjoyed this album review tonight. Thank you guys for watching.